A dangerous way to masturbate. A popular way to masturbate that hurts your sex life. What is death grip and why does it make it harder for you to have sex with women? Self-satisfaction, of course, is a strictly personal matter. However, sexologists have managed to get in there with their advice, and this time they declare from the threshold, there's a possibility that you're doing it all wrong. They forgot to ask the sexologists. You might quite rightly remark, but don't be too hasty. They seem to have one convincing argument this time. Popular American columnist Dan Savage started the discussion. He invented the term death grip. That's what Dan called a very firm and ruthless grip on the penis during masturbation. Turns out it's a pretty popular approach among Americans. This way of masturbation is probably due to a lack of sexual education. Men have never seen others masturbate and have never been told about it, so they started doing the first thing that came to mind. It is also possible that this method is caused by feelings of guilt. After all, with this approach one experiences painful rather than pleasurable sensations. If one considers masturbation a sin and should be punished, then pain is perceived as normal. So, sexologists, upon learning about how popular the death grip is, were horrified. It turns out that this technique makes it much harder to have sex with real women. The fact is that people, for the most part, are pretty conservative when it comes to self-satisfaction. The way they used to do it in their rebellious youth stays for life. This, by the way, is also considered by sexologists as a big mistake, because experiments in sex with oneself are no less beautiful and amazing than experiments with a partner. So, lovers of the death grip from childhood accustom themselves to a very harsh sensation that precedes the orgasm. In sex with a real woman it is almost impossible to achieve such intensity, pressure and onslaught. Moreover, if you try to arrange it, you run the risk of wiping your girlfriend out, although she will probably break out and run away much sooner. It turns out that sex with a woman in its classic form gives fans of the harsh method of self-satisfaction very little pleasure and they are unable to achieve discharge. They have to help themselves with the hand at the most responsible moment, which, of course, can be regarded as a kind of contraception. But why such complications? In fact, a light touch can be just as satisfying as a merciless death grip. You just need to give yourself time to readjust and not rush to bring things to a climax. In general, sexologists recommend that everyone who is prone to addiction, start readjusting now. You can start with yourself, and there, you see, and classic sex with a girl will become more attractive to both of you.